Hey everybody, my name's Mike Tomorrow and I want to welcome you to the latest episode of My Life with Asperger's. As I did it with the last episode with the title Back to School, there is another prospect of school that people don't realize that there is. And once you graduate high school, most people go to this next type of school or schools to earn more education. That happens to be college, so we're going to be talking about going back to college. Similarly, going back to college is going back to high school, because you choose your classes that you want to take and you sign up for your classes and then you go to your classes. But the difference between high school and college is high school you do meet 5 days a week at the same time. College you only meet like twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week for the same time, or once a week at the same time. You don't go every single day like you do high school, unless you have classes that are 5 days a week. Well, I'm talking about if you have a class Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you have a class Tuesday and Thursday. Then you go to school 5 days a week, which I did for quite a bit of years, quite a bit of semesters. Then I only had classes Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then I only had classes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You know what I mean? So you get the drill. You get the idea. Basically, later on in my life, in my education, I only went like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or Tuesday and Thursday. I didn't go 5 days a week. Now, going to college is different than going to high school as well, because you get a lot more homework, and they are expected that you do your homework in college, and you study. In high school, you do things differently, and you can get away with it. In college, they expect you to do all the work, and they expect you to do it on time. You know, you could probably ask for a late, like if you're handing your paper late, or you ask for extension, but generally, you need to hand in your stuff on time, you know. In college, they grade you a lot harder than they do in high school. So, now, the topic on the video is going back to college. Now, similarly to high school, you do try to pick your classes the semester before you go to the school. So, you go the semester before to pick out your schedule. And in cases you do go on a tour of your school, your new college, you know, so you do know where everything is, where your classes are, and what buildings there are, and if you live on campus, what your meal plan is, and your dorm room is, and all that good jazz. But basically, college is a step up. High school, you get free because of public education. College, you don't get that free ride unless you don't make a lot of money, or your income's not a lot in your family. Well, you get a free ride if you get a scholarship, if you do well in high school, or if you play well in sports, obviously. And when I was going to college, my first semester, I didn't really know where anything was, and I was trying to get used to how things were done in college. And pretty much throughout my college career, I didn't live in a dorm, so I didn't have to worry about dorms. Well, my first school, Holyoke Community, they didn't have any dorms, so I didn't have to worry about that there. Westfield State does have dorms, and I never lived in a dorm because I never had to, because my family's house was like 15 minutes, 20 minutes away from the school, so there was no need for me to stay on campus, you know? So basically what I did was commute every single day from the house to the school, for both colleges actually. So, going to college, like I say, is different from high school because you do live on campus, or you can commute, or you can live off campus even. You know, going to college, like I said, can be a lot of work. Another difference between college and high school is, in high school, you get books and you return them when you get done with the class. In college, they have bookstores where you buy your textbooks. And then try to sell them once you get done with your class. And they don't even want them. You know? I know that sounds crazy, but it's the truth. And I'm telling you the truth here. That it's the way life is. You know? I know for me as an Aspie, I went to college. And I had an academic advisor. Everybody gets an academic advisor when they go. And basically there are some that'll help you out with your majors, like I had. And then you have an academic advisor also that helps you out, like a special needs academic advisor. Now, when I went to the first college I went to, Hoyle Community, if you have it set up in your plan, you can have testing done in an individual room, like a room to yourself, like a small room to yourself, a small area to yourself to take your exams. So you don't have to worry about taking the exams on exam day in your class. Of course, for me, I try to take it when it was convenient with my schedule. And I try to take it like the day before, whatever. And that helped me out somewhat to get through my classes when I did the individual room and taking my exams. But when I went to Westfield State, I felt that the need wasn't needed, so I didn't really need to take a exam, though it was in my plan to take an exam if I need to in a separate room or in a testing area. But basically, for most, if not all, my exams at Westfield State were done via in the classroom on the same day as everybody else. You know, even though I never lived on campus at school when I went to college, I did have somewhat an experience when I was doing the Disney College program. And yes, I did get credits for doing that, and that did apply for my degree. And I did get an experience like no other when I was doing the Disney College program, because you live in an apartment with other roommates that you never met before, and all over the country, all over the world, and you work at the parks too, and you get to take classes. That was a great internship for me to build up networking and all the other stuff that came along with it, and the magic of working at a great amusement park. But anyways, that's for a different video, and I think I already covered that topic once before. But anyways, doing college was great. The thing is, with college, you have to make sure that you're doing good work, because if they evaluate you on a grade point average, a GPA. They do that in high school too, but not so much. In college, it's a lot tougher, and they do grade you on a GPA. And if your GPA gets below a certain level, they'll put you on probation, academic probation. And if you don't do well the next term, you could be threatened to be expelled from the school. That happened to me once. I was struggling to do the work, and next thing you know, I was on academic support, and or academic probation, and then I had to drop a couple of classes the next semester to focus on the classes I was doing well so that I could get my thing up there. And when I said that the Disney College program really helped me out, the following semester right after that, I made the dean's list. So I had straight A's and 4.0 GPA for that semester, and that was a great semester for me because I was able to rebound the GPA to where it needed to be. You gotta work hard. And that was the turning point too, because from there I was able to keep the GPA up there. But basically, in college, it's a whole different story. In high school, they provide you transportation, and then when you drive, you can drive, obviously. But in college, you're on your own for when it comes to transportation, getting to school and from school. And in college too, if it's in your plan, you can even ask someone to take your notes for you or help you with your notes. And you can also bring a tape recorder to record the lectures so that you can understand later on what the instructor's trying to say. You are allowed to bring a tape player in the classroom with you so you could take your notes. And for some people, it might be hard to take the notes the first time, so they'll record the things, and then they'll record the lectures, and then they'll take it home and play it again and until they understand. And it helps them out too. I never did that, but I understood anything that I could listen to, and I could understand what they're saying, so I didn't really need a tape recorder. But anyways, once you get done with the schoolwork, you'll be fine. Another option is you can also take your courses online, which means you can pretty much do the paperwork anytime during the week, get it all done, submit it in, and then there you go. But you have to do it by the deadline there too, because if you do not, then they'll mark you down. So it was cool that I did the online learning because you go on a special website, you get to see what the lesson plan is, you get to learn from it, you get to watch the videos if there's any, and you do the paperwork online, or you do the paperwork from the computer and then you submit it online, and there you go. And sometimes they'll have class discussions where it's a chat thread and discussion thread, which was pretty cool, and you get to see the other classmates that way. But basically, it's fun. Because I could be like in Florida and taking a course that was offered in Massachusetts. Or what I did was I was in Florida and I took a class through North Dakota State University, which was transferred to my degree at Westfield State. So I was able to network with the people out of North Dakota. So, it could be fun that way too. Going to get that college degree is most important because if you do get it, you can try to find a job with it. It's hard these days to try to find a job with a college education. Just ask me. It's been real hard on me trying to find a job with a college education. But I was able to get a college education and a degree. Now I'm having a hard time trying to find a job with it. So basically, if you get a specialty degree, you'll be fine. It's just finding a job afterwards. It can be the hardest part, So I hope you do decide to go to college right after high school, because it'll help you out in the long run. you know? And nobody can take away that piece of paper from you once you get it. So once you earn that college degree, you're golden for the rest of your life, you know? So I wish you good luck in school. Wish you good luck in college, you know. If you want to talk about your college experience, please feel free to message me or type the comments below. And I'll help you discuss it and we'll discuss it, you know. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye for now.